So my travel laptop lately has been this MacBook Pro, and for coming home I wanted to create a simple setup where I could just plug it in with one cable and be able to do the video editing, all of the teleconferencing and everything else that we do in my business here at Think Media. And you know, I've been working from home for the past 10 years, 6 full-time, and in this video I want to break down kind of the thinking behind health with a standing desk, the simplicity of having a monitor arm, and the workflow of having a dock, and a bunch of tips in case you want to work from home with a simple setup like this that you can just plug and play and start working on. You gotta just press record. Hey, what's up? Sean Cannell here with Think Media, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And in this video, I just kinda wanna take you behind the scenes with a new setup that I'm working on for energy and health and productivity here at my home office. It seems like everybody is working from home now, and the future is gonna be a lot more remote work. And so in this video, I'm gonna be sharing 5 big ideas that I think could help you maybe upgrade your setup and think about how you could speed up your workflow. And the first one is the idea of a sit-stand desk. You know, I actually spend most of my time in the other office at a desk that's so massive and has so much stuff going on that it can't really transform into a sit-stand desk unless I put like risers on it or something. So what I do is, because I'm here kind of on my loft at home, I like to come out here for work right off my laptop, video editing, a lot of just meetings, a lot of simple things like that, admin, work like that, to give myself more flexibility. This particular model is an ApexDesk Flex Pro, and it's a sit-stand desk with electronic controls. It's got an app to it, nice big surface. I actually did a full video about that, so I'll put that in the YouTube description, and you can see everything I talk about in this video down there. But you know, with the sedentary lifestyles that a lot of us lead, I think trying to get some sort of a standing desk setup is a goal we should all have. Sitting has been linked to heart disease and all kinds of things like that. And standing desks are known not just to boost health, but also productivity. And so I love working from here to kind of switch things up and boost my energy. And because it has electronic controls, it's super easy to go from a sit to a stand position, so I'm able to just sit down if needed and kind of switch up my workflow throughout the day. Next up is the laptop docking station. This is a 12 South BookArc, super nice little grippy feet on there, and you put the perfect piece in there to match your MacBook Pro, 2017 15-inch MacBook Pro. And with that up like this, it's not just the cleanliness and the look. We've really noticed that with better airflow around our laptops here at Think Media, you actually get better editing performance. It makes sense because maybe the processor and things like that are able to get rid of extra heat. From there, it's actually plugged into a CalDigit TS3 Plus Thunderbolt dock. That gives you 15 ports of connectivity and the ability to have some front ports, your SD card, everything else on there. With just one cable, you're charging and you're sending data and audio and everything else. Additionally, there is the Magic Mouse and the Magic Keyboard. You just gotta charge these up every once in a while, but it's a really cool workflow with everything wireless. And you just plug it in one cable and you're good to go as far as editing and doing anything else you needed to do. And then there's also this extra large mouse pad, which is nice for a little bit of cushion as you rest your arm on here, and the ability to just kind of have a surface a little bit different than the desktop, which does pick up some fingerprints. So this kind of solves that and is just a nice cohesive workflow. And then 3 is the monitor and the monitor arm. And so this is a 32-inch BenQ monitor. The model number is the EW3280U, and BenQ was super kind to send out a review unit, and I've been loving it. It's really a jack of all trades monitor. The image quality is fire. It's an IPS panel that supports over 1 billion colors. The color accuracy, a lot of reviews I've seen, and even from putting my eyes on it, is good enough right out of the box for color grading. And it's actually an entertainment-focused monitor, and so it's really not a full-on gaming monitor, but if you wanted to do console gaming, you wanted to watch YouTube content or videos or Blu-rays, it has all those features. Additionally, it is great for video editing at 4K with a full native resolution of 3840 by 2160. It's got a refresh rate of 60 Hertz and that nice 16:9 aspect ratio. Right out of the box, it's a great monitor that kind of does everything that I need it to do. And another thing that's cool about this monitor is you actually have built-in speakers. And usually monitor speakers are not great, and it's not like they change the world, but you do have 2.1 sound. You got a subwoofer on the back. We'll talk about sound a little bit later with the headphones, but it's nice to have a little volume right here in case you want to demo some content, demo and edit, play a video for the team that's over or something like that. And it also comes with a little remote so that you can really easily adjust the monitor settings. It is a proper HDR monitor, and it's HDRi, meaning like intelligent. It's got a little scanner on there that like figures out the ambient light, and it even does some things to like adjust the white balance and whatnot. It's all pretty slick. And it'll even simulate HDR. So even here, we can go into this kind of a flat mode right here, but there you can kind of layer on a display HDR, even if the content itself is not HDR. So that's pretty cool. And I think one of the most powerful things about it is it actually does have USB-C on the back with power delivery. So you actually don't need something like this CalDigit. You can go straight from the monitor into a USB-C port on a laptop and run all that content. And the reason for this really is that eventually I'm gonna be upgrading some boom arms with the USB mic. I'm gonna be setting up the webcam, or rather kind of more of like a cam link setup with a proper camera on another boom arm, lighting, a couple other things. And I didn't want to plug the peripherals into the laptop. I wanted that to just be like an in and out flow. And so the integration of it all works really nice. And so one of my overall goals here was to have a nice big monitor that had the flexibility of working at a standing desk with a super solid stand. I encourage you, don't cheap out on the monitor stand because this guy comes in at almost 18 pounds. You gotta read the reviews if you're grabbing something off of Amazon. I picked up this VIVO model and I saw a lot that were around $75 USD. This one's like 100, 120, but you definitely get what you pay for. You've got the ability to actually really tighten it down and it'll hold the monitor in whatever place you need to hold it in. You've got some cable management there and just a lot of functionality with where you can bring the monitor to, which gives us the ability to, sit over here or do whatever we need in terms of gathering around the all-in-one monitor for the kind of stuff that we need to do here at Think Media. All right, so we've covered the standing desk, we've covered the laptop dock, as well as the monitor and arm. And if you've been getting value out of this video so far, can you lightly press the like button and let me know in the comments, what are you planning on upgrading next in your home office? But the next kind of category for this is accessories for standing and mixing up standing and sitting. And so this is actually one of my favorite things that I have. It's a FluidStance kind of board. This is a super fun board that actually kind of makes your standing desk not just fun and engaging, but it kind of keeps you moving around a little bit, keeps your toes, your joints being soothed. It kind of burns more calories and kind of better than just sort of locking your legs or just standing there doing nothing. And so kind of becomes like the ultimate way. I find myself just going to one side to the other and just really being engaged and trying to activate all of my body while I'm working on content. And of course, one of the nice things about having a sit-stand desk is switching it up throughout the day. And so we've got the electronic controls, I've got the presets. If I want to just drop down into sit mode, a couple things that I like, I use an exercise ball. I got to actually add a little bit more air to it. But that's a good way to keep your core engaged, right? And then I've also got this stool right here. We got two of these from like Costco workbench stools. Nice little back to them. And we also use them for shooting, so you can have different heights for like you versus Heather on the Think Media team or Omar or somebody else. But also another cool way to be able to, again, go from like the FluidStance to the exercise ball to the stool to standing. A lot of versatility so that you can stay engaged all day. Now I've got the fifth category to cover in just a second, but again, if you're getting value, can you hit the like button? And if you want to check out any other videos in our home office tour and desk tour series, just click or tap the YouTube card. Heather's done a behind the scenes, Omar's done a behind the scenes. all kinds of different aesthetics, all kinds of different tips for all different levels of budget. And if you also want to check out any of the gear mentioned in this video, there's links in the description below where everything will be listed out, which brings me to the fifth category, and that is I really think you should install a headphone hanger, nice organized way to do audio and get your headphones, out of the way and hang them down there. I've got the Sony WH-1000 Mark IIIs, and these guys are killer. The built-in speakers are nice because I really don't want to install any other speaker, things on the desk to keep the desk as minimal as possible, and that's gonna kind of go away once I get all the scissor arms and cameras and lighting. But even still, the speakers built into the monitor are good enough for when I don't need headphones, but the main thing, I'm gonna edit off these. They've got the built-in microphones, so for all the Zoom calls and even interviews and things like that, they're really good to just have the audio right off the headphones and then have noise canceling. Man, I got a baby on the way. Come on, parents, shout me out in the comments. And I'm also here in the loft, so sometimes there's just general noise in the house. So if I wanna get in the zone, edit some footage, do some work, noise canceling, microphone, headphones, full deal, wireless, kind of a really cool way to make this workflow even more optimized. Now, if you're ready to level up your home office and home desk setup, make sure to check out all the links in the description down below of the gear we talked about, and just click or tap the screen to check out another video in our home office tips series. You're gonna learn productivity tips from Heather Torres on the Think Media team, style and home office tricks from Omar on the Think Media team, and everybody else. So you can click or tap the screen to check out that playlist or another video from Think Media, and we'll see you in the next one.